Like, yeah, they've got chains, which is nice. That's literally it. They even have one stun, guys. So they're gonna have to deal with the Enigma, and they're gonna have to do something about it pretty fast. Like a Wyvern could be okay, but then that's an Wyvern Enchantress, and you don't really make plays. That's better. I like that in regards to it's going to give you some team fight. It's going to give you initiation. I think Earthshake is really slow though, which is my only issue. I think they needed someone like a... Well, I'm trying to think who they could have gone for instead. I love the DP ban. Execration know that the enemy team just have to group up and take towers. Like, even though the DP is reliant around the exorcism cooldown, I think it's still important to enable you to take objectives, because right now LGD International don't have a person to take towers. And I think they're looking for their position 3. So like a Beastmaster, but Beastmaster vs Slark is not very good. And you might still pick it. The lane's decent versus Slark, and it does give you a BKB piercing stun, which I think is very important this game. Otherwise, it's just Enigma's going to have that late game potential. Like, you can deal with him early, but late game, he's going to be able to literally just BKB, black hole one of your cores, and the game just ends. That doesn't... Does that... I know they changed the what goes through BKB and what doesn't, and I need to double check with Necro. I'll check after this, but... This is, I mean, it's a hero that doesn't really, it's what they need. They need to go down lanes. Like, this is it. It's very good versus the Slark as well. Like, Slark likes long drawn out fights, but Necro also favors that. But the real thing is that sorry, the long drawn out fights is actually that's a bad point in my behalf. But what the big issue is that Slark really thrives off going in and out of team fights. Like, you want to try and get a little bit of stats and then fall back and get the regen. So he likes to go, like, heal up, you know, come back in, take a decent chunk of damage, and then get out. But the Necro literally just counters that because of the Scythe. Like, you really, like, anyone that plays on the threshold of like half HP and thrives off that just gets countered by the Necro. So Slark in that regard, and it's also a pretty good lane counter too. But they will pick up someone with some magic damage, another hero that doesn't heavily rely on their cooldowns. So LGD International have to... they have to end this game fast. I don't know how they deal with Execration's lineup late. I don't like the Lifestealer as a carry, and I think your laning stage is pretty weak. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how they will end up faring again. Do have to restart Dota because we're going to get that observer bug. Because I was play perspective before I jumped into the lobby. But that won't take long at all. In the meantime, what do we got here? I'm just taking a look at the lineup. RR. Why is RR not coming up? Oh, there he is. Wait, what? Who am I missing on Execration? Oh, never mind. I'm not missing anyone. Making sure, trying to see the Liquipedia and get familiar with the names as well. So Ember is Arjit, for anyone that is wondering, and MS is a player that they just picked up for Black, who was on the roster, is currently not. That swap just came in pretty recently, but let me see if I can move the camera. No, I can't. Alright, let's quickly restart.
A flash of inspiration. Let's shake things up.
好了，回到比赛，我们来看一下吃服的情况。小干爹这边是扫鱼人，不是 EXECRATION 这边是小鱼人带光法走下路，然后马尔斯加小鹿走上路。这边小鹿居然是个4号位，马尔斯加谜团走上路，4号位的谜团，天辉的5号位是小鹿，直接出了一双鞋。眼方这边是3号位的 NEC， 辅助牛头过来先帮忙板一下兵线，给控一下线。你看到小鱼也是把兵线卡得非常的死，方法也是过来帮忙卡一下，也不知道对面小人会板兵线的。小鹿来中路想来杀鸡，猫这边是暂停这。第一波兵的话，谜团是帮忙吃了一下。这边一个光机制晕一下，不过火猫还是补到了2个刀，还有一个反补，补到这个刀。这边火猫的血量不太好，要稍微注意一下。远程兵是被丽娜给补。这个光机制晕到了，但是火猫这个远程兵反补了。自己家的鸡还是被小鹿这边给偷掉。那谜团这边也是，但也是被小鹿骚扰的有点难受。毛中路开启了火盾来推一波蹲线，小鹿是被谜团揍了一顿。这个我以前想躲丽娜的光击阵，确实没躲掉，大陆也没怎么拼起来，血量都比较健康。上了马尔斯丹这个小狗也感觉是随便打，感觉就是可能就是中路稍微有点爆发人头的可能。4级的火猫这边是还没有来得及血捆留点，我就放了一个板，想把这个光法封住，但是现在的树林里面是可以走出去的。 红魔的操作把我他妈惊呆了，自己放过了脸上残血的光法。
Dire structures are fortified. Money to burn. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Thanks for that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
First blood. I've been wanting to say that since this all began.
The Rune of Illusion.
Much obliged.
Of course.
哇，这边丽娜踢下来，直接一个大招带走了 NEC。我们看扫牛这个位置，光法。哇，扫鱼是还好身上有个魂类。
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What was I doing?
School.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
rune of illusion.
Radiant structures are falling.
我妈是一个指定大招，直接秒到 AC。
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
我也是没什么办法。
Has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
我就都踢下来，直接一个大招把这边谜团的小谜团全收掉。上威胁之后，准备直接裸暗灭。我看两边的三大哥经济都相差无几，只是说夜眼方、天辉方这边 EXECRATION 有一个4号位的谜团儿，这是个隐患。这个谜团目前这个经济已经比大哥还肥了。12分钟，12分钟4300的谜团，也算是一个无解肥。
Let's shake things up.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Nice burn.
Never refuse gold given.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
边小狗和火猫这边是不做暗灭了，先出了个电锤。我还说如果2个大哥都出暗灭的话，好像就没有人能扛了。看小谜团这把跳刀能不能带队友打出2波像样的进攻团，对吧 ？NEC 是承担了一个主要的团队装作用，丽娜是飞鞋加引刀。
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
引刀快结束了，这有个火猫，谜团是开着雾的。直接接个大招，一个大秒掉这边的火猫，再买活飞魂飞过来，这波还要打小狗是正面硬抗马尔斯，马尔斯要吃 AD 大了，带一个 TC 捆住后排的谜团，这边谜团是可以去放大的，小牛跳过来一个大招，我们看丽娜反身一个光击阵直接晕，干死了这边的小牛，小月接过来了，买活的火猫要这边小鱼的 C 是 CD 了，杀不死。刚才第一时间在这个位置，小牛跳过来，谜团就可以直接放大的。
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
小鱼也是给马抬走，丽娜这个光击阵直接晕到这边的小狗被打死了 ，VK Sick 再一个跳躲一下，刚好跳到小牛的脸上，一套带走。问题不大，这边马尔斯来了，一个毛站在墙上，再接个光击阵，丽娜这边普攻输出就非常高了，给上一个虚无加梅肯，自己回了很多的血，再一个光击阵晕到这边的小鹿。虽然说小鹿有被动，但是丽娜这边3层被动，马尔斯开大招，再一个毛光起来，这边的 EC 的虚无是 CD 的，丽娜走过来带一个光击阵，一个波要超神了 ，EXECRATION 这边。可是天辉这边是4合，真的发育的都很好，光法打团，这个大招随便丢出来断一手就行了。
Kindred bounty.
I'll take that.
下路还有个赏金，年服没有人吃。
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is falling. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
开大招，能跳走吗？看扫牛在这边是找到了光法，跟小狗几下拍死了。干爹这一会儿打出一点点的优势。
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Heal us. Dire's top tower is falling. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
小狗跟小牛同时替这边还守这个上塔，
Rune of double damage.
极速符下路。小牛在跳刀之后，马上要更新自己的吹风，唉。
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning.
网到了小鱼，TK 可能是没打回头换一波，小牛直接跳大招，但是马尔斯这个大及时的化解了，这块直接反身 BKB 拉大。你看琳娜这个光神灭斩直接斩着小牛，再一个晕到是小狗，小狗被点死了，再切引刀，但是。 小鱼也是被 NEZ 斩死，火猫最后一个魂也是撞死了琳娜，只剩下马尔斯一个人，能 TP 吗？踢走了。这波团小牛的先手非常果断，让琳娜在开 BKB 的时候已经是个残血的状态，打完输出第一时间就被秒掉。这波火猫这个 A 仗也是作用很大，有 A 仗的火猫就比没有 A 仗的火猫灵活很多，可以选择用大招去切入。 也是主要是 NEC 这波是有个笛子更新了个笛子加梅肯，天辉方这边法系输出并不是那么足，像马尔斯刚才这一波断小牛已经断得非常的漂亮了，谜团拉大的时候自己也是个残血的状态。
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
对面谜团是跳刀 BKB 加上个支配再出引刀，对，这里选择直接被刷新了。这波怎么说？这波推高，他要是没有插针眼的推高的话，不太好推。看到谜团把线带的也很深，要不要考虑把这边的前哨给占回来？你看这边正面团还可以打的 NEC， 一个大招斩死了谜团，光法也是顺势被带走，谜团也是太贪了，想拉5个人，刚好来打肉山，可以买活的谜团有大的，但是这波如果买了，下一波就打不赢了，不买的话下一波带盾这个拉大没意义。看一下怎么说，马尔兹扎一下，扫牛过来跳板，肉山快没了。应该是队友经过商量之后选择放了这个肉山。
Under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Take that.
'Dire are scanning.
啊，小狗这边是差200块钱强袭，业绩也是跟随了自己的大鞋，小鱼人上位鞋连击刀加 BKB。 OK， 扫牛这个位置还可以，一个大招直接斩死。丽娜是 A 仗大，还有 BKB 的。我们看一下小鱼这个 BKB 打出了沉顿的输出，跳走。红猫 TC 捆直接 TP， 还好这一波是谜团跟 NAC 互换，谜团这边是一个4号位，还可以接受。哎，主要是天辉方的物理输出在小鱼人一个人身上有点缺。
bottom tower is under attack.
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
下路这个塔，小鱼很想来推。23级火猫。 BKB 受了一下这边扫鱼，但是扫牛也有 BKB， 谜团拉完大之后，这边小狗，你看丽娜也没 BKB 了，再回头给上一个光击阵，3个魂直接撞死了。这都怪这个扫鱼第一时间切人的时候不开 BKB， 刚才 NEC 就已经抬手丢这个扫鱼了，如果不是谜团及时拉大的话 ，NEC 大扫鱼的一瞬间，火爆会5个魂直接丢过来，扫鱼就防沉迷了。 这边还想跟火猫打，明显是打不过的。哎，这个跳得漂亮，有引刀，插针眼，再绕一下，马上下个跳，树也切开了，有大招，问题不大。 方法再给个查克拉，一定要杀这个小鹿，给上早泄，然后 TP。 BKB TP 给微光。哎，扫鱼跟丽娜换掉了一个扫牛，天辉方的输出越来越不足了。这边老干爹应该是要绝地翻盘了耶，不算是绝地翻盘吧。天辉方这边就是很缺物理输出去打死这个小狗、火猫之类的。扫鱼这边也没出散失，然后自己出到了 BKB 这种道具之后，居然选择金箍棒而不是晕锤，我都看得有点傻，不知道在想什么。
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
这边是有个维修器具，修一下塔。
Radiant's top tower.
这边有引刀，但是大招还有1分钟。
Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
这边2路。
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
2类肉战士已经刷了。BKB 这波扫鱼是及时的开了，但是扫牛选择买活，火猫直接5个魂往回逃。看一下还想打，但飞过来，米团是跳走，丽娜也是隐身。火猫带了有宝石，打到了一个平视剑。怎么说？这波还想打吗？ 野方这边还能打，火猫有玲珑心，一个 TC 先把这边的火女给定住。火女这边 BKB 是 CT 的，看见马尔斯这个大招定住了 ECNT 有盘子。小鱼在干嘛？这小鱼怎么在打野？ 猫眼体力不支了，给上光击阵稍微晕一下，还是得死啊！马尔斯选择买活，扫牛一个跳大，跳这边的小鱼3连，再后来 A 钻出来，先开大招，这边谜团一个拉大，拉的是谁？拉的是火猫 ，A 这样的火猫 ，A 这样的丽娜大直接斩死了火猫，小鱼在后排也是体力不支被打死了。看着这边火猫切入战场切得非常快 ，NEC 这边一个斩杀带走了谜团。
Middle tower is under attack.
这段可以买活，扫鱼不能买，扫鱼还差200块钱，下路2个符没人吃。看到谜团选择买活，那扫鱼买不活，第3路肯定是没了。火猫这边是有飞魂的，超远距离切入，一个 TC 开 BKB， 微光给上边的丽娜，马尔斯没大，刚好大招赚好了。但是3路已经出来了，超级兵也没什么好抵抗的了。 是吧？我觉得丽娜要接大部分的锅。
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
这把丽娜明显是可以打法系的，一定要出大紫苑或者大炮这样的道具。打团全方技能，没有人去 A。 小鹿这边召唤了一个石头怪，哎呦，5个魂直接冲的半途中是被马尔斯撞在了墙上，一段 BKB 拉大，一个大招没干死这边的火猫，再一个飞魂，超级兵很疼，又是一个无影拳，小鱼选择买活，马尔斯正面也是打不过，又是一个飞魂，但是基地没了。
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
In the spirit.
Radiant team pick.
Oracle.
Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Keeper of the light.
Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Legion Commander.
I,
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Shadow Demon.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Lena. Radiant remaining back. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Morphing.
Active like an LSA and then just literally run at the Morphling. What are they gonna put there?
Choose your hero.
Oh, this is a pretty good Bat Rider game. It's gonna be a mid bat as well. Arjit on a Bat Rider, huh? Okay, so LGD are literally just gonna run over this game. This game is... Oh my lord, this is such a good pick. I wonder if it'll work out. So what I'm seeing at the moment is that Morphling doesn't come online fast at all. Like you need like one item, then usually it's the E-Blade, but you can't fight before that item a majority of the time. And you're gonna lack damage through Coddle and Shadow Demon. And Centaur Shadow Demon should not take over that lane into an Oracle DK. I think they're pretty unkillable just because of the fortune. And the issue is that Ember is the playmaker of this game from Execration. Because Centaur doesn't want to go Blink first. He's going to have to go a utility, I believe. And LGD are literally just going to run over this game. They're going to win mid from Bat. Then they're going to be able to take towers in the Dragon Knight. They're going to have no damage on Execration to be able to kill them. They're going to have to go through Oracle as well. My one issue with Bat Rider 2 is that you do fall off. Like you have high farm priority. And so late game, you're not really going to have as much impact as what another mid laner will. But the impact that Arjit will have on this hero throughout the game, at least throughout the lane and the early to mid game, is going to be through the roof. I haven't actually seen the Bat Ember matchup, but it should be pretty Bat favored. So I'm a little worried that Execration can't really do anything. This is my issue with the two supports, that you pick the Shadow Team, and it's very good when you see the opener, the DK Legion. You know, 2 strength heroes, Soul Catch is great to be able to deal with the tankiness, banishment as well for the Chu, but it now puts, like, LGD like set a trap almost. So the Shadow Demon got picked up, and now you've got 2 supports that are going to lack damage and lack a way to kind of start fights. They don't make plays. Coddle's okay because you can just run in and drop ulti, but it's a big cooldown. Like, I don't know how too much I... Alright, but game 2, ladies and gentlemen, is underway. LGD International on Radiant. We got Execration on the Dire side. Radiant with a game advantage at the moment, looking to see if they can close out the series 2-0. We've already had 2-0 games today.
For a lesson.
We saw the full best of 3. That was Signal Ultra in their series. I believe it was Signal Ultra.
This reward.
I'm not sure what's going on, but alright, I'm gonna I want to pay a little bit of attention to this mid lane matchup in the Bat Rider. Is this good? Wait, hang on a second. I'm pretty sure Morphling is not very good versus the Bat Rider. I think you still lose this matchup. Like, yes, Morphling can waveform away, but Bat Rider's gonna have the movement speed in Firefly, and also you're just slowed with Sticky. I think... Okay, so maybe what they're doing is they're going to try and give Ember a better lane, because he's the one that really needs to make plays. Because Ember just absolutely gets Alright, well, free D-ward. You see, he tried to hold it for as long as possible. But very nicely done. That's an important thing. I'll bring that up in a second. Funny, they left the bounty. Okay, so what you want to do on it as a support? Wait, you might think there's a wall there. What's Ray doing? So as a support, you want to run into this little slither. You see where the tower aggro is. If you run in the slither there and you get hit, that means there's a ward on kind of the bottom side. And then you check that spot first, and then you go further up. And if you get hit further up, then it means there's a ward up there. So it's very important to be able to do that. It's just going to enable mid. Like, that's Morphling is already in this bad matchup, but from what I was bringing up before, I really think that Ember is the hero that has to turn this game on its head. Like, if you give him a bad lane, then Morphling can't make up for that bad lane that the Ember has. So at least Morphling's... I think Morphling will struggle. I want to see how this fares. But I really think Morphling's going to struggle here. But it just depends how bad. Like... we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, Yaha's going to have to really be careful with his... Might just have to constantly play around mid. Surprised he'd actually... I mean, you really want Shadow Poison as a level. But doesn't feel like he's got any space at the moment. Centaur went double ring of regen, so he doesn't really want like any help at the moment. That's a lot of regen actually. Oh, they didn't give him too many tangos. Okay, well he won't take too much damage actually, so I don't mind the double ring of regen. He's going to get a lot more value out of this because DK's not really going to harass, kind of just a breathe fire here or there. Oracle, not really any harass either, to be honest. So see how it's going to end up faring. But you see that Yaha doesn't feel like he's got a spot right now. Like, kind of playing around mid. You see, yeah, he's got to be so careful. This is a big advantage. The fact that Batrider has a level advantage now before Morph is able to get the second point in attribute shift. This is where Morphling could potentially die. But he resets the sticky. His creeps aren't dying just yet. Bat might look for a dive here, but the only issue is that he doesn't have enough sticky napalm charges. Wait, is this actually the play? You just jungle? But I guess he's still playing around mid, and he's going to be able to find a level 2. Interesting. Well, he's been playing like he played Enigma last game, and now the Shadow Demon as well with this. But there you go, Palos. Like, he's in trouble. Adaptive Strike forces RG back, but Firefly's still got a decent duration here. Yeah, the big level is that second point in attribute shift. That's a... And he's got level 4 now as well, so... very nicely done from Palace. I think he actually dodges a bullet here by hitting that level timing. Too bad to help out, but he's got to be careful though. I've seen a lot of Morphlings still die with the flame break damage on cast. Wow, they're getting so greedy out of this. I haven't seen enough of Execration. Like, if they just like having Yaha kind of jungle almost. Like, I don't know if I can even say that's a thing. But he's going to get a lot out of it. And the fact that, like, Radiant don't have this lane where they have any kill threat, like, and they're not really going to force Centaur out. And you see, double ring of regen. He's going to get what he can get. That's kind of about it, though. The question is, Mob, how are you going to fare in this lane? 17 last hits. Even if, like, Radiant don't come out ahead in lanes, like, Morphling still won't get that much farm. You see, only 11 last hits. Like, even if Batrider doesn't absolutely dump to this lane, or, like, as in finding kills, they should still be able to run over this game. This Palace doesn't have a waveform charge. He's in trouble here. 5 sticky napalm stacks, and it looks like this should be the kill. First blood's going to come through from RG. Very nicely done. And they should be able to get a power rune for him as well here. They've got the ward to see if it's down, but in fact it is at the top side, so very nicely done. Issue is he's not really going to be able to put too much pressure on the objective, so that's where the DK is going to come into favor. And once he hits the level 6, it might not even go lasso, honestly. But yeah, I like what Ray's doing. Like, Shadow Demon hasn't shown for this full time, and Batrider scouted out with the illusion. So, Mob, oh my lord, one more right click actually might be enough. Yeah, that's a big kill. I mean, Ember, you swap up the lanes to try and give him a really good start here, and being able to find that kill early. So MS is just going to solo. Ray's going to try and take some of the jungle camps away as well, but it's just, again, Palace is in shambles at this mid lane. Just the one charge is enough to be able to kind of keep him alive, but that's really it. RG's probably just going to shove out the lane and go back to base. He's actually going to go Tranks, which we don't really see too much. Usually it's the... Oh, there's bounties, apologies, we need to go back. They might even hold the top one for him if need be, but yeah, usually we see like the boots of travel getting picked up in the meantime. Ray, move finds, looks like Centaur still without the boots, so unable to get the stun. If they found the stun, they might have actually had the damage to secure the kill there with the Shadow Demon, but they got the Observe Ward on the higher ground, so it looks like Ray just going to try and soak some experience, and even might be able to help out with this kill mid though, which is important. That Fortune Zen, just enough to kind of hold the Morphling back. He doesn't have a waveform point as well, and I feel like he knows, like, if you go waveform, still they're going to be able to chase you down. And now that BHM is level 5, you got 3 points retaliate, you're easily able to kind of cut the wave and find your farm. You got a massive amount of sustain as well. They were aware of the positioning on the Oracle though, so he was able to play defensive. It's going to just come annoy the Centaur. Still does not have that level 6 at the moment, but drag it all the way around here. So we got a kind of a passive start. Does actually find the regen on Argid. I was going to say Palace. If he snags that regen, that's pretty big, but I wasn't able to do so successfully though. So he does find 1 kill on the bat, and that's might be all he gets. Palace? Oh, I thought the flame break was still on him. I'm like, hang on a second. You're in trouble there, brother. Stampede? Top? What? We'll allow Bryant. Mom's going to be able to close the distance here. Aura doesn't use the chakra on himself for the blinding light. Mob might not be able to find the range. He doesn't also aggro the creeps for the deny. It looks like that's what he was going for. Should be able to find the next one. Aura just needs to hold on to some of the abilities to be able to burst him down once he gets on the creeps. But he's going to juke out. Shadow Demon still will be able to find him. At least he dies to the tower. But Aura will still get the kill, so it's not going to matter. I was going to say maybe guys in the tower, they're going to be able to snag away a couple of the goal, but it looks like game 1 was very passive. Game 2 is very passive at the moment as well. I do still feel like Radiant have a lineup where this game's just going to burst out of control. You know, they got a 2,000 net worth advantage right now. The cores are getting so much out of the map. Oh, Centaur might find a double Cory though. That's a bit of a pog. Oof. 2 baby Roches. If anyone's seen my cast, you guys are well aware that I have a massive hard-on for baby Roche Corys. I think they are by far the best looking Cory in the game. You know, the gingerbread one, not as much, but it's still pretty dope. But here we go. Mob dodges the LSA. GY does have the jewel. They're going to try and find the kill here. RR's in trouble because GY has the movement speed to close the distance, and this will be their first duel victory of the game. Very nicely done from them. They're just going to try and zone out with that rotation up. You know, the DK doesn't need help at all. DK's going to go Radiance this game. I mean, he definitely knows what he's doing, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with the Radiance. I think this is going to delay how Radiant want to play this game. I'm pretty sure you group up and just take objectives, even though you are free farming. So we'll see how it ends up faring here, but Ray is in trouble. Even though he kills the Palos, he'll take it wherever he can. Very nicely done. Free kill for the Morphling here. And what level is the Shadow Demon? He's actually got a 49 What? What? How much has been stacking? I don't know how, but someone remind me at the end of the game. I'll keep a reminder for myself. I want to see how many stacks Shadow Demon made. Because, oh my lord. It does hinder Centaur, but it looks like, I mean, his Centaur's still level 7 and has Hood. Like, it's not like he's done that bad. You know, highest net worth on Dire. But DK's got to get out of this lane. He's not pressuring the tower. He's not really, like, yes, he's farming. You're going to farm top, though. You need to take objectives. I think LGD International need to play fast. But because of this, he's going for the Radiance. He's fine with just finding farm and not taking objectives. So he'll shove out the lane, go back to the jungle, continue doing this, but you're not going to scale as the Dire heroes. At the moment, Dire are getting a lot of farm out of it. I mean, the net worth is as close as it is because they have this Shadow Demon who's got a decent chunky net worth, but if Yaha's just going to rotate over. Level 6 already. And Palace is level 8 as well. Now, what does a Batrider do? This is Trouble Town actually from Radiant. Haven't seen any rotations just yet. Bat does go back for the boot, so really wants to utilize this move speed. BHM. There's a Stampede if need be. Gonna try and stun up him. Can you find the stun there? But it looks like Batrider. Nice heads up play actually from Argid. But now top lane, Stampede, GY. Could be in trouble here. Chains actually on top of the Lena. Brian, LSA will get missed there. Mom's going to get the refresh and the abilities with evasion. He's going to be able to keep the Shadow Demon alive with the Remnant forward. Lena's going to end up falling. GY is still trying to chase for the kill here, but might have dived a little bit too deep. Doesn't have any one charges yet. Radiant, they're getting outplayed at the moment. Oh no, he doesn't find it. They are getting heavily outplayed in our Palace. He's hunting for the Batrider. Gotta be careful with the shift here. We'll be fine. they're evening up in the net worth, and there's another big kills for them to find. And this is the thing about the Legion into the Cuddle. Like, I think it's like a 50-50 matchup. Your Prestige attack's really good against the Ignis, but you just can't kill anyone through Duel with Blinding Light, the evasion, and might have been able to burst down Palos there. That Purifying Flames was a high level, but Duel's gonna come out. He actually stops us the Morph here. Might end up falling. He's in trouble, Palos. Oof. We'll be able to stay alive there, GY. Not going to be able to help out secure the kill. Palos almost ended up dying. That was a nice attempt, but just lacking the damage. 7 kills at the moment, 11 minutes into the game. Another passive show we got, but MS is really farmed. Top of the net worth, literally just shoving out bot. And yeah, I think this probably should have happened a couple of minutes previously, but he's going to get out of bot and finally take this tower, and he's probably going to take the tower, then go mid and take that tower as well. If they don't kill MS, I don't think, even though he has 2,800 gold in the bank, that it has to matter. Now BHM, he's got to be careful here. Has the hood, couple of TP rotations coming through as well. RR does have the ultimate, so they're going to see that the Cuddle is inside the vicinity, but now looks like Argid here's in trouble here. They're leading with the chains. BHM's going to get the follow-up. Lasso will be able to cancel this one out, but able to lose drop this one rating. They'll lose one. Can they lose a second, though? That's the question. They're bringing the reinforcements. Try and turn on this if they can, potentially. A lot does get used there from Dire. Stampede, Will-O-Wisp, Purge as well. Straight back to top. Ultimate from DK still does have a decent chunk of duration left, so he will be able to take this tower. But in the meantime, though, Palos is getting a good chunk of damage onto mid. EXECRATION are playing incredibly well this game. I need to point that out. I don't know why I said it like that, but they're doing everything exactly right on how they need to. And G1 might even fall. LSA keeps him alive there. And they're kind of, I mean, they have no initiation on Radiant. Like, we'll see Batrider if he wants to go Blink, or a lot of time on cores, like on like position 2, so you go like bots into yours. But yours is pretty good this game, but the reason is it's just the movement speed. You really rely on just kind of running in instead of like the Blink initiation. You almost get more value out of that. 3,500 gold. Dang, he's really farmed. He's actually really farmed. Nicely done, but damn, Ray's still trying to find the level 6. He's not even gonna kill. He can't kill the green. Finally gets it. But even if Bryant doesn't have a whole lot at the moment, both the supports just CSing mid. And I have to say, this game favors Dire. Radiant aren't doing nothing when the ultimates are on cooldown. Like, DK has Elder Dragon form. Still just trying to find the Radiance. It's going to be an incredible Radiance timing. Like, it's going to be so fast. This is it. So I'm not going to harp on it enough. I really think Radiant probably could have taken mid, or at least pressured it with their ultimates on cooldown from Dire, but I'll stop saying that. They're just going to wait and delay the game until Radiance gets picked up. But if they lose the timing on Radiance and they lose like 1 or 2 fights, then I think this game might just be over. They do have Blink now on Bat, which is important. They were lacking some form of initiation because the DK went for this item, and Legion's going to go for a Blade Mail first, so it's going to be a nice way to be able to set up the fight before Morphling does get the protection of the Lincolns. But they still have the banishment as well. Disruption, the Shadow Demon is still good against the Batrider. As soon as you jump, you're able to get that protection, but they're going to look for a smoke here, potentially. Even though DK does not have this Radiance yet completed, who will they be able to find? Bounty runes are about to be up. DK's even going to come show mid. Palos, they might be able to bring him down. There goes a lasso. Yaha's too far away as well. They need to chain lock him down perfectly before the disruption, but it comes through just in time to keep alive. They do get the jewel, so the taunt's going to be enough. Is it Palos? Strength morph up. Will-O-Wisp dropped as well. Somehow the Morphling's still alive, and now everyone controlled on Radiant. They will be able to deal with the Ignis. No one dies throughout this. They still gotta be careful here. Stampede falls. This is a good fight for dying now. Lena caught out. Brian just on the wrong side. Uh-oh. They're in trouble here, Radiant. Very nicely done. I mean, Morphling's getting closer and closer towards the Lincolns. I will point out that this item is very much going to delay his damage, but it's going to give you the survivability required. Like, all Radiant You're a single target in the Jewel, the Lasso, the Dragon Tail, the I mean, even if Lena goes LSA, but we don't really see, sorry, LSA, if she goes Jules, she's kind of poor at the moment. Looks like Ray's got a little bit more farm than what Lena actually has. But even then, we've got an interesting game at the moment. 9 kills, 16 minutes in. Radiance is now getting delivered, so it is an incredibly fast Radiance. It is a very fast Radiance, but I mean, still the Morphlings like neck and neck. And they've not been able to pressure out Palos. So Lincoln's just needs the Void Stone. Radiant have to go back mid now with this Radiance picked up, but BHM has a Blink, so they have their own form of initiation on Dire. And Shadow Demon as well, with how farmed Yaha is. I mean, already has this cast range talent. He's also got the 8th lane, so more protection. You know, if Shadow Demon's going to be able to position himself in a really good spot to hinder the initiation that Radiant have. Protection in Jewel, Lasso, multiple ways, but no, they're not going to take mid. I mean, you... 1,000 net worth lead for Execration. They're finding the farm. MS and the boys are going to walk mid now. This movement does get scouted out, but I mean, it's not going to matter. I think it's still pretty obvious that it's the next objective they want to take. He's also built Radiance into the Disruptor into the Shadow Demon with the Disruption, so you're able to get the illusions with the Radiance now. Hook Stomp onto 2. Will get dropped. They do lose the tier 1 tower. We'll see how important that is in the little bit of regen and armor that it's able to provide here, but Legion taking a full chunk of damage. We'll be fine. They're going to back off. Lincoln's completed. Centaur as well, 3rd in net worth. They find the tower. They're going to have to keep putting pressure on the map. Batrider in position 2. I feel like a broken record. I'm just a broken record at the moment. You have a draft that you just can't put your foot away from the enemy team's neck. Like, you just cannot release that pressure. And it's getting released. Like, they use Will-O-Wisp. That's on cooldown now. And this favors Dire. Execration have to be loving this. They've got to be so goddamn happy, man. Yaha's got free farming in a jungle. 115 last hits. Far out. Ahead of your Legion. Almost near the Batrider as well. BHM is fat. They're going to try and bring him down. But guess who's on the backline here? It looks like might not be able to get in range, so they should be able to find a dual victory. 20 damage here for GY. Need to keep finding pickoffs. Radiant have this, lineup where the Legion's very good at pickoffs, the Bat with the Blink's good at pickoffs. Just kind of running at you, seeing what they can do. Marv's also almost got, has the point booster as well, so it's not like the Ember hasn't been able to get a whole lot of farm as well, and this is the important thing. Like, Execration didn't lose in the lanes too hard. Yes, Palos got first blooded, but the big thing on the level 3 that came out, the fact that he was able to get the level 3, I should say the 2 points in attribute shift was literally just enough to keep him alive on that one tower dive, where then he also got another level afterwards. But Palos does have to be careful. Radiant have this nice Observe Ward, is hunting down the Morphling, but as we take a look, nearing that 20-minute interval, or 20-minute mark, net worth lead in Dire's favor. Very minimal amount XP as well is in the lead, but they're going to smoke up. MS is a difficult hero to be able to bring down. He's incredibly tanky, especially with that evasion as well. The leader with the Hoof Stomp. Radiant, they're at the tier 1 tower mid, but MS is just going to end up dying here straight on top of the bounty route, and Radiant, they will not get there in time to keep them alive. Remember what I said, you lose a couple of fights with this Radiant's picked up, and if you don't get anything out of it, I really struggle to see how this one's going to end up faring. A slow game works for Dire. You're so happy with how this is going right now. So goddamn happy. As they're going to be able to get 3 bounties. They're going to get all 4 bounties on Execration. 3,000 net worth lead now. They do only have... they've still got 2 towers. Like, it's not like they're behind in towers. Arjit. Blink is on cooldown from BHM. He's got to go now before the Blink's back up. So should be able to cut him off because he does have the pathing. Yaha's in the area. Does he want to go for this though? It's going to be tricky. Yaha is actually blinks forward aggressively. The blink's going to get revealed because on the backline, Ara comes forward. So just seeing this game slow down. I mean, seeing a slow game for the whole duration, but I mean, Ember's almost got Alex. I wonder if even Ember goes like a Lincoln's this game. I think Lincoln's is really strong as well, for the reason why the Morphling has it. But I mean, he already has an ultimate orb completed. Surprised he didn't go Yash. Doesn't matter, but yeah, he's got the ultimate orb, so already a component towards the Mansa. It's about to be 1,000 gold in the bank as well, and like they're just literally allowing Morphling to free farm his top of the net worth. Legion's got Blink now. There's just more forms of initiation that Radiant need. So Legion has to get on. It has to kill the Shadow Demon. Because if you don't kill Shadow Demon, any of your initiation is going to be completely invalid. Cuddle will get caught. There's going to be chill victory from them. 30 damage. Should be able to find a tier 2 as well. Shadow Demon's not there to be able to keep them alive, but they're going to try and trade tier 2 towers though. Bottom should be free for Palos. Mid's going to end up falling regardless. They don't have creeps though. MS is just going to try and slow siege this down here. You see how much regen he's got. Whew. So yeah, should be able to take it over. They're trying to defend this BHM. Quick press the attack, gets rid of the stun instantly. Number the waveform. Going to try and deal with GY on the backline here. Marv as well. Still has the remnant to play around with. Agnes just gets delivered now with the Stampede. Morphling beating to the Legion Commander. Alizé's going to be able to hold him back, but it's a lot of damage here. Ember with the AoE. Palace going to be able to waveform forward, so they deal with the Oracle. Is still able to get the false bombers off, but I don't think it matters here. It's a 2 for nothing, and now MSC is going to get chased down. The Radiance is ticking over. So BHM doesn't have the blink. He's going to make sure he plays in the backline so he doesn't get that Radiance tick. And now, Legion, he doesn't disengage fast enough. And now with the Williams dropped as well, Archer's going to get forced back here. Radiant, they're in shambles at the moment. 4 dead from them. Legion does TP out, but it's a 7,000 net worth lead. And I can't help but say it, but this one might be difficult for Radiant to come back now. I mean, that is a massive swing. 2,500. They're going to be able to get Roshan as well. They don't even get the T2 tower as well. Oh, 5 HP. That's so rough. That is so goddamn rough. And now, 8,000 lead. Probability 82%. Late game favors Dire. And we are now 23 minutes in. And Radiant really lose this big advantage they have. So there's not really much they're going to be able to do. This extra life, we'll see if they can play around it, but Morphling now has Manta completed as well with the Lincoln, so 2 very defensive items for the Morphling. But if he can just stay alive long enough, I mean, there's some very good abilities to dispel this game. You know, Fortune's End, the sticky napalm, breathe fire damage reduction is also very annoying. I mean, 25%. But MS still working towards the BKB, so there's going to be another big timing for Radiant. We'll see if they're going to be able to do anything about it. Jewel down bot, Centaur, tricky hero, Yaha's in the backline here. Now even Mob's going to show up with a double damage rune. They baited out the Centaur, not able to secure the kill, and now looks like Arjit trying to fly through the trees. Blink's going to be back up in a couple seconds here. They're able to find the poison to cancel off the blink. You know, Arjit, he's in trouble. And another death is going to come through from LGD International. A double for Mob, beautifully played on this Ember. He's had pretty much a free game so far, that 1 death in the lane. And all hopes is now on your Dragonite, who does have BKB coming out. But they're going to be able to defend this. Yaha's everywhere across the map, man. Bright trouble here. It's just another free kill, and Palace might be able to chase. It's not even Palace who's chasing. It's a goddamn Amber with the Aghanim's already completed. Another death from LGD International. I mean, they're just getting completely run over this game. This game is getting to the stage where it's looking really, really rough. Execration of being able to kind of wither the storm, and now are in a situation where they can take this game pretty convincingly, and they're going to bait MS. Mid lane though, we do have a Jewel. Shadow Demon's in trouble here. Does Legion have the damage to be able to secure it? Looks like with the Moment of Courage, Proc's going to be able to enable it now as well. Stampede. Still on cooldown, apologies. I thought it got committed here with the sound, but it looks like GY's in trouble. Remnant's going to come through. Ray's able to get the protection, but it looks like Ray now himself is in trouble. MS does have the upgraded level in the Elder Dragon form, but it's not going to matter. Palace, with the replicate, finds the press the attack to get rid of the stun straight away, so BHM will be able to disengage. So they do get the dual victory on the Legion. 48 damage now. So that trade does favor Radiant in the regard where Legion's excelling in his advantage. Not even advantage, I should say, just at least he's going to be able to scale nicely. But it's just very difficult for them to really do anything now across the map. They've missed just the biggest timing that Radiant had in their lineup. And Dire, I mean, yeah, Ember's going to go Lincoln's. I will say, it's weird how Dire have the spot where they can buy on the high ground with this secret shop and Radiant can't. I think that's real, like, one advantage of the secret shop if there's any on Dire. Like, it's a minimal thing, but running down the stairs does put you into like an awkward spot because you can, you can buy in like that little slither there. Whereas Radiant, you can't do any tricky shenanigans. I don't know why I brought that up. The reason why I brought it up, I thought someone was going to, whoever was by the Ancients, I think it was the Morphling. I thought he was going to buy it and show us there. But, you know, while we're waiting, this game's kind of slow at the moment, so may as well talk about a bunch of stuff. There is a Lotus Orb as well in the Centaur, so, I mean, they've, you know, Palace is a Lincoln's, Ember's going Lincoln's next as well. He actually just got an item completed. So, what is it? What did he get? Yeah, he did go BKB. Okay. But, you know, BHM really got sacked in the... I don't even want to say he got sacked in the lane. This is the thing about the Centaur. As long as you get level 3 and retaliate, you can just cut the wave and farm the neutrals as well at the same time. And he was able to get so much farm. You know, he was sitting incredibly well. And Radiant have kind of two... Oh, Yaha. They're able to find the opening here, Raid, so we'll have that protection if need be in the ultimate BHM. Nice blink forward, False Promise going to come out as well. Morphling really needs to try and deal with the Oracle to start the fight. They won't be successful at doing so. Manta instantly gets rid of the fruit here. BKB popped, Archer, can they find him? However, Lasso committed along with the Jewel. A little bit of a dive coming through from the Empire. They do end up losing the Aegis as well. Dire, have they dived too deep? Oh, the Ravage from the Centaur holds 4 of them back here. It's not going to matter, however. At least it will allow them to disengage, but Ember does die. That is a big kill, but we'll see what Radiant are going to be able to get objective-wise. Was more dual victories as well, but they might be able to bait. BHM with the invis. Archer mid could be in trouble here. The lead in, Yaha. Oof, doesn't find the opening. The BHM still can. Radiant on the backline. Uh-oh, they're baiting. They have a sentry drop. Or is that just a preemptive stun? BHM, sentry will get dropped down from Radiant now. He's got the Lotus Orb. We'll be able to get it off. It's a little bit too late though. DK is stunned up from his own Dragon Tail. Pops the BKB at the last second. The Stampede on cooldown. Centaur is a beefy boy, but he's not beefy enough for the wait for Palace. Getting something to it. Just too much damage. He's able to get the strength morph out fast enough as well. So the Jewel, they won't be able to kill him throughout the duration. Lena's going to try and buy back here with a blink. Disruption in the backline will give him some protection. They're able to get the Radiance burn as well on top of the Dragon Knight. Looks like instead Yaha's in trouble. Gonna try and run himself away. They'll refresh the abilities. Wow, Morphin, that was a lot of damage there. Yeah, you see 3.9k throughout that fight. 11,000 net worth lead at the moment here from EXECRATION. This, how much dual victories? Yeah, so 66 damage at the moment for GY. Someone's going to BKB, but that was your 10-second charge used from MS, and you didn't get too much out of it. It looks like Arjit's down to 10 seconds as well. Wait. Okay. So what's he TPing back for? But he got the Quickening Charm. Quickening Charm into the items is going to be the item build for Arjit. But as we wait, we're about to have another 10-minute interval come up. So we see the Tier 3 neutral items is available. Dire, they have a Quickening Charm along with Radiant. Radiant do have a Telescope, which is really, really nice on the Oracle. Just going to be able to give him a little bit more distance to be able to play these fights. You see how important it is? It's very similar, like, if EXECRATION go on and, like, both teams have defensive supports in the Shadow Demon and Oracle. So you've got to really kill these heroes to start. Like, Oracle has to die first, Shadow Demon has to die first. I don't even think it's as important for Dire though. But the main thing is, like, if you get on top of Oracle and force him to use his ulti on himself, then that's pretty much Oracle just useless for that fight then. You know, you really want to utilize the ultimate on your teammate. And we actually see Morphling has a goddamn Satanic. With the DD as well, but it's going to get worn out here. He's level 10. Oh, no. That's difficult. Now they even go Manta on the DK, so it's now even going to make it easier for the Shadow Demon to be able to disrupt. Like if DK just sends illusions down the lane, Shadow Demon's just going to freely disrupt them. So very interesting here. And I mean, look at the farm. He's been able to get 172 last hits. I know he did have a lot by jungling, but I really think... Oh, smoke on smoke. Initiation, nice blink away from RG. They're going to be careful. A lot of blinks coming out. It stops them now, and Oracle melted. Even without the Earblade, Palace going to be able to bring him down, and they're going to try and continue forward. Lina caught out as well. Is in trouble here. BKB pop. Mart's going to be able to close the distance. Both these heroes don't have buyback. The good thing from Oracle is not dead for too long because of the low level that he is. Is he in trouble here? MS doesn't want to pop the BKB. Will have to do so, but the Purge is so incredibly stolen. Palace, he's just got way too much damage at the moment. DK won't be able to stay alive. Usually a tanky hero, but it's not going to matter, and no buybacks available. They don't have creeps, though. Without creeps, it's going to make it a little bit difficult for them to be able to do anything. So it looks like Radiant will bite a bullet here. Oh, well, will they? GY? Mob has the chains. We'll be able to press the attack straight away. Yaha with the protection. Disruption's going to come out at the last second here. Ember should be able to disengage. In fact, he might even just commit forward. Maybe force a couple of buybacks. Able to constantly refresh the abilities in the chakra. So the Ember is just getting... We brought up the Ember Coddle in the draft, that it's just probably one of the most potent combinations we're seeing at the moment. And now as Ember has these items, it's just so difficult being able to do anything. Just the constant double blink, double chains into a lineup that has very much relies on the initiation. You know, the blink on the Legion and the Batrider. That's just going to make it so difficult for them to find the opening. And they're going to be able to take it 2-2 tower. They won't go high ground here. Roshan is now available for them to claim, but Arjit, they're going to try and force a BKB here. We'll have to pop it. Blink's going to be back up, so Arjit will be fine. But that is now down to 8 seconds for your Batrider. Very nicely done. Just poking and prodding from the Ember. And Radiant feel like they're on the back foot at the moment. You know, not really being able to get anything across the map. They're going to try and smoke up. They scanned Roche Dire in a really good spot on this high ground. They got a nice ward as well, Ara. I was going to say, might pop this, but Radiant actually going to go through their jungle instead. But look at the lanes, like they're not in a good spot for Radiant really to do anything. Top got shoved in by the tower, so GY had to show himself. The rest of Radiant aren't showing at the moment. But in the meantime, Roche is falling. Radiant going to have to find the opening here. They're going to have to do it soon. And they've already scanned as well, and yeah, they can't do anything. Smoke's gonna pop, they don't catch anyone, and they die with the ward on the high ground as well, so they're kind of aware. No one's showing on the map, so they have to know that this Roche is happening. But they chuck up the Lotus Orb on Palace, so the initiation feels completely invalid. Now the Age is getting claimed and die. They're going to try and commit to the fight here with the Remnant up on the high ground. Mob still needs to deal with the support in the backline. Glimmer Cave's going to give Oracle a little bit of protection here, but RG will get brought down to start the fight. GY, the Blink's going to get cancelled as well, so won't be able to find the opening. Morphling's in trouble here, but the status resistant, along with the Satanic as well, just going to beat into the Legion. 3 down on Radiant, make it a 4th as well. They might honestly just tap out. GG, this one's over. Wow. That was a rough game to watch. That was a really, really rough game to watch. I felt like a broken record the entirety of the game. I don't want to say like frustrating in a bad way. I really need to be careful